and deli meat.
Like, was he eating it on the job
Yeah,
or taking it?
eating it on the job. The kid was poor,
I mean, I figured the deli meat was a gimme.
but they bitched at him for selling. And I'm sorry, this is a place that you know what? No. We're live. I went live. I'm not. I'll do the intro in 2 seconds, but I want to pull this up because this needs to be talked about. And this place is getting boycotted
Okay.
because I'm sorry, you're going to arrest a kid. What apparently he was doing this for months, and they knew about it, and they built a case around it so they
Oh,
can
wow.
have enough, so they can get to enough money where they can arrest him.
Right. Where I mean, it's still petty theft. I mean, out here it'd be petty theft at least.
Yeah, but to do that, here we go. Um, so well, they said it was 16. Now I'm hearing that he was 19.
Okay.
But it is a grocery store called Meingers, Meijer.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Majir or something like
Mejier?
that.
Yeah. Apparently, while he was working, he was. So there's. I'm just gonna say this before I get to the part where it's pissing me off. Chain after the manager has a 19-year-old deli worker arrested for stealing fruit cups and portions of chicken.
Okay.
The kid, they're saying now is 19. Before I was hearing 16. The point is, okay, fine. He's a minor. That's that. If he was a minor, that's one thing. If he's an adult, that's one thing. But that's not what's pissing me off. He's an autistic person. He has autism.
Now, how autistic are we talking? Because unfortunately, the society we live in is willing to take anybody.
The way he looks, I'm saying Asperger's. I'm saying he's competent, but he might not know what he's doing.
Extra chromie.
Not where he would need a parent or a supervisor on site. He is competent on his own to work. But he
Okay.
but he might not know what's going on. I've seen plenty of people that have autism that are like that.
Okay. I gotcha. I gotcha.
The problem is if you hired him and you knew this, and if he, because now I'm, like I said, I'm reading places that he's 16, I'm reading 19. That's a huge fucking difference. Is he a child or an adult? Because if you arrested him and nobody is there, and he's a child and his parents were notified, there's a bigger lawsuit.
I'm sure that if he was 16, he was arrested by a juvenile officer.
I was arrested by a cop with a body cam. That's what everyone's watching, the body cam footage.
Listen, a juvenile officer is still a cop. They just have certifications to work with juveniles.
Yeah, I'm just saying though is that there should be notification if he is 16, the parents still in some way have to be notified.
If he's 19,
That's
fuck
a
him.
whole different issue. If he's 19, that is
Like,
a whole different story.
like not literally, like not in a bad way. Not like, oh, fuck that guy. But like, if he's 19, and okay, he's autistic, whatever. Like that kind of comes back on his parents for not teaching him.
Now, I also think if the manager knew about this, to do this over 3 months for $110 worth of food and you didn't tell him no, like you knew he had autism, and you knew if he had autism, it's kind of on the manager too. Because if the manager knew about it, let it happen, well, you're kind of an asshole for it.
I'll agree with you.
Billion-dollar company, $15 billion retail grocery store, and you're bitching about $110 worth of petty theft for chicken and fruit cups. Meanwhile, the one thing they don't say is there's a woman that's there. Maybe you know, I don't. Is that place union?
I'm not sure.
Where's the union rep? Because even if the cop was there, I'm saying, even if there's no union, that's one thing. If there's a union and I have the police there, where's my fucking union rep? Because they need to be on site when speaking to a manager. That's how ShopRite was out for here. It's kind of the same thing on the East Coast for that. ShopRite is this version. It's kind of like this version. It's like a Food Lion type deal. Kroger.
Oh, yeah, no. I know a lot of people are fucking WWE figure deals there.
Yeah. So, that's the thing. Like, if it's that, then, like, what are we, like, it's one of those things like, all right, well, what are we talking about here? Because there's not enough information going on with this fucking shit that, hey, this is kind of bullshit.
Right.
Even if the kid is got a sign of the autism, and if he's 19, like, if this was a one-time deal and he stole $110, that's different. You kind of planted this over 3 months without saying anything. And knowing if he has autism or some kind of mental disability.
Yeah, it makes you kind of horrible.
Yeah. It makes you and now they're going to lose a shit ton of money on this because now everyone is boycotting them. Like, listen, if the kid doesn't have a job, that's one thing, but this manager, I don't like telling people they shouldn't have a job. I would never hire this kid back if this is the case, but I'd fire the manager, and if it is a union, I'd fire the union rep. For not doing their job.
Right.
Or for doing their job, but doing it in a shitty way. So, that's my opinion.
That's fair.
I'm surprised you didn't hear about that because that's been going around. That dropped yesterday. Ugh. Okay, hold on. I'm just putting the stream in one more spot. Okay, we are good to go. And someone actually put a thing. The manager is all right. The manager is definitely wrong. People lack compassion nowadays. First of all, talk to him, let him know he did wrong. Secondly, if he's hungry, pay for his food, take care of people that work for you. They wanted to get rid of him. That was it, and that's it. Yeah, Momo, you're absolutely right.
Yeah, that sounds pretty accurate.
Yeah, they wanted to get rid of him, and they waited until it was over $100 to where they can get rid of them and legally call the cops on them. I mean, granted, I've seen, working where I've worked, I've seen people get fired over fucking stealing a... get ready for this one, right? They got fired for theft. They bought a water and switched it out for a cold water.
Huh.
Because using the refrigerator, it's 20 cents more. They were charging 20 cents for a cold water than they were a standard room temperature water. They fired somebody for that.
I mean, that just seems a little ridiculous.
Oh, I even said that. I go, wait, that's like saying someone stole a candy bar. You're firing someone for 20 cents. Well, yeah, well, this. I go, okay, but then charge them the extra 20 cents.
Right.
If you see that, first off, why are you charging 20 extra cents for fucking refrigerant?
Because Freon's expensive, motherfucker.
Yeah, tell that to my car that needs a $1,600 compressor.
I mean, coolant's relatively cheap.
Yeah, it's not that expensive. It's the moment where you kind of look around and go, when the fuck did we get ice cream?
All right, that's fair.
But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the betting window on the Nerdport Network. After all that tism talk, I am your host, FN Ronnie, and with me as always...
I don't even know what we're fucking doing here tonight. Captain Stuntcock.
And we are in for a special Thursday episode where we dive into the good, the bad, and what the fuck was that in the wide world of sports and sports betting. Oh, welcome.
It's going to be heavy on the what the fuck was that?
Oh, that was, dildos and... dildos and tisms. That's the name of the episode.
Dildos and no.
Dildos and tism.
Guild skis.
God damn it. Oh, but yes, on today's show, we dive in to the week 0 picks for college football. We dive into the NFL South, AFC and NFC, as well as other things, and, makes as much sense as Cracker Barrel getting rid of the cracker in the barrel.
Hey. Cracker Barrel. It's racist if you use a hard R.
Tell Noah that. I'm actually serious, though. They got rid of the old man in the barrel. So literally, they got rid of the cracker and the barrel.
It's cracker.
Cracker, yes. Cracker. Hey, I'm white. I can say it.
No. Hard R is racist. We're getting rid of the stigma.
What? I'm bringing it back.
We're canceled.
Oh,
We're
it makes as much. Yeah, I mean.
That's okay. It was a good run.
Oh, God. But yes, also we are live on hi Twitch, hi Kick, hi YouTube, hi hi Facebook.
We're pretty much fucking everywhere.
And I would say that this is going to be on Spotify, but probably get canceled before we get on there.
At least it was fun.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw.
Oh, but yes. God damn it. Where to begin on today's episode? You know what? We talked about it already. Let's dive into the WNBA and the shitstorm that is the Women's National Basketball Association. Oh, where to? Well, this just broke 4 hours ago, right? The WNBA broke a single season attendance record.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, they surpassed the mark from 2002, where 13 teams drew over 2.5 million fans over 226 games.
Oh,
It just took them 20. It just took them 23 years to beat the record.
well, slow and steady.
Right, slow and steady. Correct.
That's how you win the race.
Yeah, just like the people throwing dildos on the court, where another one got thrown on the court.
Everyone gets the nut.
That makes 5.
Bum, bum, bum. Another one gets the nuts.
And this time, the person that got arrested is getting arrested for assault for slapping a 12-year-old girl in the face with the dilski.
Well, I don't think that happened on purpose.
It still counts as assault.
I know, but like, how fucked up would it be if this dude went out there with the expressed intent of finding some random 12-year-old to fucking mushroom stamp with a dilski?
First off, the other question I want to know is how cheap are the tickets to sit courtside for a 12-year-old?
My question is, how cheap are dildos that people keep buying them to throw on the court?
Adam and Eve, buy one, get one free. Sponsored by Clap Cleats.
Now that makes it a conspiracy, Ronnie.
Oh, that needs to be a fucking thing. Clap Cleats needs to sponsor the WNBA. Cunningham. Oh, this is... Wow, speaking of Clap Cleats, this is terrible. Oh, Sophie Cunningham is out for the year with a knee injury. The jokes write themselves, don't they? Right?
Yes, it is.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, did you just fucking... I thought you left.
No, I'm in a very intense battle at the moment.
Oh. But me and you were talking about this with Sophie Cunningham being hurt. But this also ties into one of the stories with Angel Reese at the same time. So it's kind of one and the other. Angel Reese wore a shirt that says they want to get paid like NBA players. Okay, that's fine. On the same hand, when Sophia Cunningham got hurt, one of the players on the Connecticut Sun was laughing at the fact that someone is out for the entire year with an injury. You cannot have one without the other, because now everyone is seeing they want to get paid like the men, but they're seeing the catty shit where someone got a blown out knee and is out for the year. Well, then why should I even go and watch you to even pay for your paychecks now? Like, you get what I mean? Like, you can't have one without the other. And I'm not even talking about the fact that they're going to probably be locked out in 2 years or in a season, next season. Because they don't want to take the contract that they were apparently given. The contract extension that they were apparently given.
Okay.
Well, no, you were saying that they went to a collective bargaining agreement, right?
They did, and it would have taken their pay up to 220,000. That
Oh,
would have been illegal,
okay.
and they said no.
They said
Was
no.
not in.
So,
They want more. They want to be paid exactly like the men. And you
yeah,
know what? Go
the
for it. If you
the
think you can get it, go for it.
all right. So, the NBA minimum salary, just coming into the league, minimum salary. A player with no years of experience gets $1.1 million a year. The WNBA minimum.
That's fucking crazy. Okay, then they should have. I'm sorry. If they're getting a minimum of $1 million, then yeah, dude, 220,000. That's a bit of a slap in the face. That's not even a quarter.
But hold on. So the women's minimum salary is 78,000 a year.
Yeah,
Or
we need to close that
so
gap
hold
a
on,
little bit.
66. Here's the problem with this. And I'm more going after, not going after, but I'm more going to talk about this with someone like Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, because Caitlin Clark was the first overall pick. I'm more going with Angel Reese, saying that they need to get paid like the guys. Angel Reese is making really no money when it comes to the WNBA. Okay, but her endorsement deals just bought her a brand new house in Chicago. Or outside in Illinois, sorry, outside of Chicago. And it wasn't like a small home, it was a very luxury home. Because she's getting sponsored by McDonald's. Caitlin Clark is
Right.
getting sponsored by Nike. So, okay, if you're not making any, if you're the minimum player and you're not a star and you want people to make fun, okay, I get that you're fighting more for them. But Caitlin Clark, and especially now with the NIL deals, they're making, you know how much Caitlin Clark was making in college before she entered the WNBA? She took a pay cut to join the WNBA.
Less than Shaq.
Well, Shaq made his money in college. We all know that.
We all know that. Everybody knows that.
She took a pay cut to go to the WNBA as a player. Let me see. Caitlin Clark NIL deal. NIL deal was worth. She was making in college. Guess. I want you to guess.
I don't know how much.
3.1, an estimate $3.1 million, which made her the fourth highest valued college athlete. She signed 11 NIL deals, which included partnerships with Nike, Gatorade, and Buick, an estimation over $5 million as of 2025.
Wow.
She was the first pick, and she had minimum, and she was getting paid minimum in WNBA. So, okay. Now I want you to guess. Angel Reese was not making as much as Caitlin Clark. I will say that. But her estimate NIL deal in college was $2 million.
Yeah.
Was $2 million. Was $2 million. But she signed, and she still has these brand deals with Reebok, Amazon, and PlayStation, and McDonald's. She's making $2 million. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that the WNBA is not treating you right, but you're not starving. Sorry that you're making $2 million when people working 9 to 5s. Oh, sorry.
We need to look at the pay cut she's taking to be there.
But it's the same argument that, say, we all have about the NBA and the NFL. I'm sorry, you're bitching and the MLB. I'm sorry, you're bitching about not making any money, but yet you're making more money than 90% of America.
True.
So, sorry for me to take my hard-earned money to watch you play a sport when you're getting paid $2 million. Cry me a river. Now, I get it. You want to make your fair deal, but, like, you're not starving either.
No, that's true.
Like, if they weren't making any, if they had no deals and they were making only $60,000 a year, you have my sympathy, because then you're making an average of what a normal American makes.
Right.
To play a sport. Fine. I get that. Like, you're not, it's not easy to like it. You're living, but you're not luxury.
Right.
$2 million a year, you're still luxury. Maybe on the low end, but you're still luxury.
Yeah.
Like, this is the same argument that happened during COVID, when I went off on Blake Snell for bitching about not getting his money during COVID because, I'm putting my body at risk. Motherfucker, you're playing a sport that is already social distanced. The only people that are socially distant from anybody is you to the catcher, to the umpire. That's it. Everything else, you're way beyond 6 feet.
I mean, unless you're at home plate, yeah.
Oh, it's my body. It's my this. I deserve this money. No, you don't. Oh, I need my full thing to play a half a season. Shut the fuck up. You're playing a sport that anyone would do for free. We don't say that out loud, but that's the truth.
That's fair.
Now, we'll say this. Like, I'll say this. If someone's playing and they, like, I'll give you an example, like Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge, when he was there, when he made his money, he pretty much broke a record to get his contract. He deserved his money because he earned it. He went out and had an MVP year and got what he wanted. Like, he was able to get whatever was his asking price because he had an MVP year. But guess what? He was making only $2 million. He was making close to minimum wage for an MLB player. Between that, like $2 million a year for the star of the Yankees.
Okay.
So it's like, oh, well, he risks his life. I go, he never bitched about getting paid. But then when it was time to get paid, the fans turned to the Yankees and said, pay him. You get the difference? Like, it's not him bitching about the money.
Right, it's them bitching.
It's the fans saying, give him the money. If Angel Reese was that big, fans would turn around and say, pay her. Pay these women this kind of money. But the sport's not popular.
Right.
It's like, oh, Saquon deserves this money. The fans are saying Saquon deserves that money. I think people don't understand where it's when the players are asking for the money, it looks selfish. When the fans are asking for it, it's like, no, we want him to stay. Pay this man. And usually when they say they want him to stay, they turn around and fork up their own money.
Not the money, yeah.
Because, oh, well, we're going to have to raise ticket prices. People say okay, and they freaking shell out money to see that player. I mean, shit, the Giants did it for years when it came to their new stadium. Oh, you guys want to see this? You guys got to pay $25,000 for PSL. They sell out the Jets and Giants sell it almost every game. Tickets are $300 a clip. People shell out money for it.
Absolutely.
So, it's supply and demand. When you like I said, someone like Sophie with NIL deals now, it's kind of hard to say, hey, so and so deserves this, so and so deserves that. With NIL deals now, these women and men are making their money in college to when they go pro, they can get they're already getting endorsement deals before they enter the league.
Right.
So, I don't know. Sorry for you get yeah. I don't know, it's a long-winded explanation, but
It's okay, buddy.
yeah, it's you get what I'm saying.
I get you.
I don't use the term shut up and play ball, but it's kind of that. It's shut up and play ball. But also, too, I'll give you one last one. And we've talked about this on there. If these women want to get paid by the men, why don't the men shell out their, take a pool and put money together for them?
I mean, look, I agree with that.
Because me and you've talked about it. Someone's making $70 million a year for a contract. Well, if he took $5 million of that a year, and if you took the top end guys in the NBA and they turned around and took $20 million each, you can almost double everyone's salary.
Yeah, almost.
But it is what it is. But yeah, I mean, I think this is the most. It's funny for a sport that everyone's like, oh well, no one cares about it. We find a lot to talk about with the WNBA.
Yes, we do.
And what's nice about it is it's something that that no one else really talks about. So if you want to know about the WNBA, even though if we don't know the fucking sport, we'll see about a lot of this. Okay, let me see. Is there any other? Let me see. NBA. No, don't need to know about Jaylen Brown's father getting arrested for a stabbing. Blackhawks just signed Nazar to a 7-year, $46 million extension. Okay, this is interesting. So the Hughes brothers, Quinn, Jack, and Luke, are all showing up to the Olympic camp for the Team USA.
Okay.
these three guys are literally the Hanson brothers. Like, two play for the Devils, one plays for the Canucks, and they're fucking good. And literally, they have their own line. They're literally their line is the Hughes line. They are legitly the fucking Hanson brothers.
That's dope.
Yeah, I hope they get into. I hope all three of them make the Olympic team. I really do. Because
Yeah,
I would just.
I do.
Because. I mean, I'm not. Listen, hockey is one of those sports that it's very tough to talk about. But
Right.
this, when it comes to the Olympics, we're on Olympics. We're heading towards the Olympics, which is going to be nuts. This year.
Winter and summer.
Winter, because we're back to what's it called? We're back to pros going to the Olympics.
Oh, okay.
Which that besides soccer is the only sport that I could actually say, yes, you need to have pros. You could allow pros in. Because everywhere there's the NHL has pros in almost every form, like every state, like every continent.
Right.
So Canadian, like Swedes, Denmark, stuff like they're in the league. So everyone's got a fair shake. It's like it's like soccer where it's all pros. It's all international. So it's not like the NBA where back then it was like, oh, here's the dream team and here's some guy that works at a gas station. to play against the dream team.
Right.
Like, okay, yeah, like that's gonna go over well. But oh boy. So college football begins this week. We should be getting Christian on any minute. And I sent something to you earlier. Did you ever take a look at it or no?
No.
So they have officially announced the All Names team.
Okay.
Some of these I can't read due to YouTube's problems. I will leave those for Christian. But
Fair.
all right. Are you so over the years we've had, if you've ever listened to like the Key and Peele skits, the All Name team is the most ridiculous names on that are on college football or NFL teams.
Yeah.
Now this spawned off of like during Monday Night Football where you would have like Sabricka Ferguson, East Carolina Penitentiary. Like they would make jokes about it, or like Travis Kelce, Philadelphia High School, or middle school, or element. Like you would have people that just like say the weirdest shit.
About as far as he got.
Well, apparently Taylor Swift making showgirl statements now is the way to go.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything about that.
That was on the last interview. Her last interview. Apparently she's like, she did like a pinup as like a freaking flapper girl from the 1920s.
Gross. Who wants to see that shit?
Surprisingly, a lot of people are her album that had all that together is already sold out.
Yeah. Suck a dick, Nazis.
Well, clip that. But all right, so I will read some of
Sorry,
these off. I will read some of these off, and then when Christian gets here, I'll have him read some other ones. So starting at quarterback on the all names team, he is still in the transfer portal, but he'll probably be going back to Louisiana Monroe. General Booty. Running back. Starting running back. Tommy Running Rabbit.
these are
Starting wide receivers. DeColdest Crawford. And DeRealist Clark. Tight end at a pit. Luke Ninjaman. It's not the actual word, but I will go with that.
Or we could just wait for Christian.
Yeah.
It'll be funny.
Oh, yes. And Rocky Beers. Your offensive lineman from SMU, King Large. You have to be an O lineman to be King Large.
Oh, for sure.
Hans Hammer.
Hans Gruber.
Jaden Muskrat.
Muskrat.
Hank Fuchs.
Fuchs you.
And Sir Kanye Venable.
Kanye West. Going to be a kid again.
Yep. And kicker, Bert Auburn.
Well, okay then.
Yeah, Bert Auburn. And he's from Miami. He's on the U.
Okay.
Be funny if they played Auburn, but they don't play Auburn.
Correct.
And your starting defense. D lineman. Damon Clowney.
Okay.
South Carolina. From Arizona State. Blazin Long No Wong.
It's a good name.
D-line from Cal. D-line from Cal. Legend Journey.
Good name.
And D-lineman from Eastern Michigan. One name like Madonna, Noah.
Noah.
And it's not. He's the dude's been irreparable. If you've been watching this show, when I say Noah and you think of The Last AM, you know exactly who I'm talking about.
I say I know.
Your linebackers. Memorable Factor. From Duke. UNLV linebacker, Chief Borders. And Illinois linebacker, Grant Bierman. Oh, why? The defensive backs are even better. Quarterback from Incarnate Word, Pig Cage. From Montana State, Dude Person. From Georgia State, the Icy Hopkins. And from Rice, Mobility.
Oh, dear Lord.
Punter from Florida A&M, Gunnar Trout. And long snapper from Michigan State, Jack Carson Wentz. That is the yeah. That's terrible. Thank God, no Hawaiian names. You want to really trip me up? Just give me the line that they're calling the bloodline. By the way, I'm not even kidding. They're actually calling the offensive line in Hawaii the bloodline.
Why are they all Samoan?
Yep.
Pretty good reason.
I think there's one Tongan, the rest are fucking Samoan.
Congo, Philippines.
I go, one's up for the bloodline. I mean that's fucking hilarious. We'll get to Hawaii because they're on the list today for picks.
Okay, I'm ready.
But well, I'm surprised he's not on yet because he usually shows up at 9:00.
Yep. Did he forget?
No, I was just talking to him. He goes, yeah, in a few, and that was at 9.
Well then. What do we do, Captain?
Well, I'm just no. Well, we could start the process for week 0. Which one had the book? Which book had all the college shit? Because I have the openings and closings for all of it. But so all right. So week 0. Week 0 is one of those weeks where usually you get no big games for the most part. Well, not this year. Surprisingly, we're getting a decent amount. We actually have 5 games. 5 games that are on the card that are from top to bottom. Maybe 2 of them are snoozers. But for the most part, we have a top 25 game. That means everything to a conference. And then we have games that go all the way out to like 11 o'clock at night. So we have an all-day Saturday event, which is freaking great. But you know what? When he gets here, we'll set him up when he gets here for his picks. But starting out, all right, we have Farmageddon out in Dublin, Ireland. Iowa State versus Kansas State. Number 22 versus number 17. This spread opened at 3. Went up to 3.5, but as we're recording this, which is the 21st, it's Thursday, so it is back down to K-State -3. The Iowa State 3.5 got bet out. The over/under went up a full point to 50.5 as of today. The thing is I don't know what the hell Iowa State's going to be this year. Iowa State coming in is one of the favorites to win. It's a crapshoot for the Big 12. Anyone can win this game. Money really is flowing in on both sides. So the question is when this game closes, is Iowa State going to have a remote chance? They might slow the game down, but I personally think that Kansas State is going to come in and win and cover. Oh, God. Oh, hold up. There we go. K-State. And I'm going to also take the under because this game is going to be in Dublin. So I wonder if how slow this game's going to be. What do you think, Ray?
You know what? I'm not sure, man.
Well, coin flip it then. I
Killing
mean,
that?
what?
But I don't know. I'm killing Nazis.
Oh, Jesus Christ. There we go.
Give me Notre Dame.
No. Notre Dame ain't playing.
Oh, I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. Who's playing?
Iowa State versus K-State. It's Farmageddon. In Dublin, Ireland. So it is a true Farmageddon.
Give me K-State.
All right. Next game. All right. So this game's going to sound funny to people why this is on there because this game actually got moved back to week 0 because apparently when they were supposed to play, there was set up during a boxing fight.
Oh, I mean, I didn't think it would be a boxing debate.
I mean, have you ever seen that? Have you ever seen the chess boxing?
I have not.
Oh, dude. So there's 2 ways to win in chess boxing: checkmate or knockout.
I mean, this sounds like
Before you
Frontier
ask,
Division.
it is on ESPN 8 Ocho.
Oh my god. Okay, dude. Speaking of fucking ESPN 8 Ocho,
All
sorry to go
right.
off on this.
You know what? No. We're still waiting on Christian. Go.
Creative board breaking. And holy shit, I'm pretty sure every contestant is on the fucking spectrum.
Okay. What's worse? And I'm going to ask this. Is it that or is it hobby horsing?
That. These people are fucking running. Oh, there's one dude, and I'm pretty sure he had fucking all the chromosomes. And he was wearing like a green bodysuit to be the Incredible Hulk, and he's like fucking running and rolling and fucking trying to do flips and shit. And he's like breaking balsa wood fucking planks and fucking garden edge fucking slabs. Like the fucking rounded ones. And I'm just like, dude, you guys are breaking the easiest shit. And one dude tried to fucking break 6 of them and he just fucking dropped his foot on one and hurt himself. It was hilarious. And I'm watching this and I'm just like, this shit isn't for real, right?
Yeah, I mean, it probably is it on ESPN 8 Ocho?
Breaking. And it's a fucking martial art. I remember whenever martial arts used to be for people that were like legit badasses.
Mm.
And now we got fucking Steven Seagal's fat ass out there doing a fucking front roll and failing to kick a fucking board in half.
Hey, don't
We
you...
got the inflaggable fucking Crunk.
Pull the lever, Crunk. Wrong lever! Why do we even have that lever? Like, I'm sorry. We have that, and then, like I said, ESPN 8 Ocho is one of those things where everyone's joking about it, but, like, it is so... It is such a fucking thing that it shouldn't be a thing. Like, what is it? You had board breaking, hobby horsing.
I would rather watch motherfuckers play Quidditch.
Have you ever watched it on ESPN 8? lie.
Yeah,
Have you ever watched it? Because I have. It's like ultimate frisbee on. It's like ultimate frisbee on the spectrum.
So it's like Ultimate Frisbee.
Worse. It's handball with a broomstick in between your legs.
Yeah, it's Quidditch.
Which
You're a fucking wizard, Harry.
yeah. Oh, lordy.
Don't know, Christian.
Still no Christian.
Okay, you get to put one fucking F word in the Harry Potter movie. Where does it go? You just heard mine. You're a fucking wizard, Harry.
I'm up to no fucking good.
I solemnly swear I'm up to no fucking good.
I'm sorry, I cannot fucking lie.
You know, I'm also a fan of technically you can put one F word in each of the Lord of the Rings movies.
And the two fucking towers?
Oh, and the two towers, I know exactly where I put it. Whenever Gimli and fucking Legolas are arguing after the battle, and that fucking orc twitches, and Legolas shoots it, and he tries to count it, and Gimli's like, I killed him, he's mine. He twitched. He twitched because my axe is embedded in his fucking nervous system.
I'm sorry, but we all know where the one fuck should be. When Legolas kicks the fucking helmet.
Honestly, in the first movie, it's thou shalt not fucking pass, and I will die on that.
That's fair. And hello, Christian.
Stop.
Oh. So I need you to say two names for me first. Go to in the group chat. Tight end from Pitt and D-line from Eastern Michigan.
Oh, you just want me to say that nigga's name.
I mean, literally, I went up there and I'm like, I can't say the other two names.
Let me see. You said Pittsburgh?
Tight end on offense.
The first one's Noah.
Yeah, first one's Noah. That one's easy.
Blazing Longo Wong? The Icy Hopkins?
Oh, I just want you to go and read them. Go ahead and read them because these are the all name team, by the way. I went through all of them already. Have fun.
The Icy Hopkins?
Yep.
If that ain't the most ignorant nigga shit I've seen all week. King Large. Hey, yo.
He's an offensive lineman. The motherfucker better be big.
General Booty.
He's been around for 4 years.
Yeah, he has. Yeah, I thought his name looked familiar. Yeah. Can't you just hear the commentators right now? Look at that booty go down.
I mean, I'm waiting. I'm going to be watching Eastern Michigan's games just to see. And Pitt. I'm going to be watching Pittsburgh all year.
You know what? Since I got both of y'all on, and Ryan, I want you to listen to this too. If y'all watching the Eastern Michigan game and I hear one of y'all slip, just know both of y'all got an ass whooping coming.
Oh, look at Pittsburgh though. That's word. That's just as bad.
Yeah. Yo, you might as well just put the R after the E. Come on, son.
Oh.
You know how fucked up you got to be for your last name to be Muskrat?
How about mobility?
Can I say what I really want to say?
Go ahead.
Niggas.
Oh, I mean, the fact that there's a long snapper named Jack Carson Wentz.
Nah, I'm tripping at the Sir Kanye.
Yeah, Sir Kanye.
Yo, yeah, look, nah, that's definitely black people.
I mean, look at the team. The team is Howard.
The coldest Crawford. Or that nigga shit.
Oh, Jade Muskrat, Hans Hammer, Dude
Oh,
Person.
is that like your boy Hans?
Well, yeah, well, Hans is on the offensive line, and Dieter's on the
Yeah.
defensive line, pushing that pile.
Dieter, you better come in here.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo. Oh, I gotta hang up after that. I gotta try that over. Hey, ooh.
Yeah, Beatus, yeah.
And he fucking left. He fucking left. Oh, it's like Hans Journey.
Do.
Get your ass back in here, Christian. Pig cage. Holy fuck. I knew he was gonna have fun with that. Oh, fucking A.
All right, let's do these.
Alright, yeah, well, getting him back in here. He actually dropped off the call, like... There we go.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay. Alright, so we started off doing Farmageddon for the picks for week 0.
Okay.
In Dublin, Ireland, we both took K-State, Iowa State. It opened K-State -3. As of today, it jumped from 3.5 back down to 3. The over-under is 50.5.
Mm-hmm.
It's in Dublin. Who you taking?
This is K-State and Iowa State?
Yep, it's Farmageddon in Dublin, so it's truly it's a famine.
So is game day going there?
Yeah, they always go to Dublin for game day.
Man, I'm gonna go Iowa State in that one. They always just seem to play hard for Matt Campbell. I think Kansas State can play it tough. I mean, these are two teams that pride themselves on playing with one particular style. No, they want to be downhill, they want to be physical, and they don't shy away from it.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think both of us, I mean, Ryan's just throwing that out there. I personally think K-State is the better team, but Iowa State likes to sneak around and beat the shit out of K-State. I think this game's going to be a slow pace. I think 50 and a half is a definite under.
Mm-hmm.
I think this game is going to be slow, and who knows what the weather out there is going to be like. But, all right, next game on this, Christian, so listen, this game is going to be UNLV. We know this. And me and Ryan were just about talking about this, and then we got into competitive board breaking from ESPN 88. Idaho State and UNLV game got pushed back because of the Canelo fight. UNLV is opened at 25.5 and opened at 62.5 as the over-under. As of today, it is 26.5 UNLV, 65. The game went up 3 points, 65.5. I think we're all going to agree that UNLV is going to win this game.
Mm-hmm.
Do they cover?
No, I don't think they do.
I think they don't. I agree. I think I personally think that Idaho State's going to keep themselves into this, and they're going to backdoor cover this easily because, I mean, it's three touchdowns and change. UNLV is going to do that, but Idaho State, I mean, the kids that are there, some of them went to transferred out of UNLV. But I think this game they're going to get out to a lead. Also, we don't know who the quarterback's going to be because they have 2 new quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
And they're playing both of them. But
I mean, you said conflicted.
What?
That means they're conflicted.
Yeah.
If you're playing
Well,
both.
you have one guy, I forget the guy's name. He's a deep threat. All he does is throw like just fucking bombs. The other guy is Alex Orgy. From Michigan. Formerly from Michigan. Not really a passer, but he's a runner. So, it's two different styles. There's no real intermediate game, so, I mean, what's going to happen?
Yeah.
But, Ryan, are you kind of in agreement with that?
Yes, I am.
All right. Yeah, you have no idea. All right.
I agree with everything.
Yeah. All right. Next on the list, Fresno State versus Kansas. This game opened up at Kansas at 14.5 with 51.5 over under. It is, as of today, 12.5 to Kansas and 50.5. So the game moved a total of 1 point and a 2-point spread. They're throwing UNLV, not UNLV, sorry. Kansas is the better team here. Fresno with Kurt Warner's kid is not going to go anywhere with this game. I mean, Fresno State coming in is going to try to show themselves being a better team out of the Mountain West. But here's the problem. Kansas is opening up their new stadium. Brand new stadium. It opens up. Kansas is a 17-point favorite. Should be a 17-point favorite in this. I already have money on Kansas in this game. Give me the Jayhawks.
Yeah, I think the Jayhawks win this game as well.
Right?
I fucking Jayhawks. God.
Rock chalk.
Fuck off.
Rock chalk, fuck off. All right, next. Instead of going to Kansas, we're going to Kentucky. Western Kentucky, home for the Sam Houston Bearcats. Western Kentucky opened up at a 7.5, and they went to a 61.5 point spread over under. It is now 10.5 Western Kentucky, and over under stays the same. Western Kentucky is going to smoke Sam Houston in this game. Here's where people don't understand why. I like the spread. I think they covered the spread. But the kicker is Western Kentucky pulled a Zappy. Meaning they went out, the offensive coordinator went out to his where he was the head coach at D2 and is taking the quarterback and the number 1 wide receiver. So the kid is coming in already knowing this offense. He's going to have a wide receiver that he's already top with. You having a line that is pretty much has played every game for Western Kentucky. This team is going to be stacked. I got them winning by 14. Give me the Hilltoppers.
Ain't nobody care.
Take Western Kentucky too. I don't like the over-under at this at all. I'm not touching that. Rye, what do you think?
I don't fucking know.
Okay.
Ryan, say it right.
Don't nobody care.
Well,
What he
boys.
said.
Well, then get your plane ticket ready. Because
Why?
boys, we're going to the island.
Oh, no bloodline.
Yes, one's up. Bloodline. For the bloodline. Yeah, Christian, I heard you didn't hear about this. So apparently Hawaii has nicknamed their offensive line the Bloodline because it's 4 Samoans and 1 Tongan.
That's fucking racist.
Makes as much sense. Hey, listen. The shoe fits, right? But no. Stanford flies out to the island, 7:30 start. This game versus Hawaii versus the Rainbow Warriors. This game opened as Stanford as a 2.5-point favorite. And the over-under is 55.5. As of today, Hawaii is a 2-point favorite. This game had a 5-point swing, and it is an over-under of 50.5. Normally, I would say hammer the over. But I got an indication that there's 30-mile-an-hour crosswinds hitting Hawaii on Saturday, so not touching that. I would hammer the over because neither team has defense. Give me the Rainbow Warriors with the -2. They cover and they win. Because, Christian, do you by any chance know who the head coach is of Stanford this year?
No, I don't.
Brett Favre.
Close. It's another
Tom
guy who
Brady.
got it. No. Tom Brady wouldn't be caught dead working for Andrew Luck.
Andrew Luck.
No. Andrew Luck is the GM of Stanford now this year.
Oh, yeah.
But Frank Reich
That was my next guess.
is the head coach of Stanford. He's the interim
Oh,
head
wow.
coach of Stanford. Meaning he's only there for 1 year until Andrew Luck can get in and start looking for a new head coach. Which now just says is what offense is he going to implement what offense is he really going to implement if he's not staying? And even if he was doing a pro-style offense, you have a team that's been around for close to 4 years anyway in Hawaii as the same team, and Stanford's got a brand new team for the most part. Hawaii is going to do their job. They're going to take over. They're going to slow the game down, and I'm taking the 2. I mean, I would have loved to take it with plus money, but I'm taking it with the 2. I think they win by at least a touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think, Christian?
I mean, Stanford's in a rebuild.
Yep.
They have been the last couple of years. They're just not the program that's going to gravitate to a lot of guys that's looking to play college ball and get that opportunity. You know what I'm saying?
Well, especially too is what head coach? Like you have no head coach that you can go out and recruit on.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying too. So I don't know.
So a lot of people have been saying that they should. So Hawaii is a first half, as a 1-point first half. A lot of people are taking them in the first half because even though Frank Reich might not know, he at least knows how to adjust on the fly.
Mm-hmm.
So the first half, they might do shit, but then they might backdoor cover or come back and win the game in the second half. Because it's still it's still an NFL coach.
Yeah, definitely.
So, I mean, I like Hawaii, but I wouldn't be shocked. I do like the first half. Take Hawaii at the first half, but it's just I would have rather gotten this number when it was Hawaii plus.
Holy
Yeah.
fucking-
But I mean, you're kind of you're at a standstill. You don't know who to take on that one.
I really ain't nobody care.
Oh, just no. It's Hawaii. Say it right.
Rather watch pigs fuck.
There you go.
Shut up.
I mean,
I'm with Christian.
I mean, listen. We all know that people are like, oh, no one bets on Hawaii unless you lose all your money and have to win it back.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you bet on Hawaii, because the game's on at 3:00 the game's on till 3:00 in the morning. But Hawaii's always that team that you hammer the overs because it's all gas, no brakes offense and no defense. And Timmy Chang is on the hot seat for his job, so he's going to be coming out and trying to revitalize a Hawaii team when they have a new stadium being built for them.
Mm-hmm.
So, we'll see. I mean, those are the games for week 0, plus you have some FBS games. Nobody cares about FBS.
Mm-hmm.
And then we go into week 1 the next week. We will talk about that next week.
I preview games next week. I actually just finished my Best in the Business project today.
Nice, because I'm looking at this.
I think you have an idea of what 3.
They're the top. They're top of the list. Let me guess. Catholics versus convicts.
Yeah,
Texas OSU.
of course.
Do you have Bama versus FSU?
No, I'm not doing that one.
You won't have Vodtech, South Carolina. Oh, LSU Clemson.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if it was between LSU or Bama. Because I know you weren't going to do Penn State, Nevada. You weren't going to do New Mexico versus Michigan. You for damn sure weren't going to do Marshall versus Georgia.
Right.
Hughes, Tennessee should be interesting for week 1 because you lost what's his name to UNLV, or not UNLV? Sorry, UCLA.
Yeah.
Actually,
nah,
you almost did a trade. The quarterback from UCLA went to Tennessee.
Yeah, I remember that.
So, I mean, we'll talk about it next week. But starting now, we will dive into our second to last week of the NFL. And we are diving into the South. And let me pull it up. Okay. South, we have Pittsburgh won their last, what's it called? Preseason game. Right.
What?
Pittsburgh beat Carolina
Nice.
in their last preseason game. Giants are winning by 4 to New England. But we will hit this up and open up with the AFC South, where Houston is your favorite. They are, what's it called? They are at 9.5 is their over under. Hold on, I'm just doing something real quick. Hold on. There we go. All right. Their over-under is 9.5. Their odds to win the division are -105. To win the Super Bowl, they are 35 to 1. Houston is your odds-on favorite. I mean, hands down to win the division. Is there any team that could take them out? I doubt it. Unless Tennessee shows from a worst to first, which I don't see. I think with how weak the South is, I think Houston goes over their win total and wins 11 games, at least. And they win I got them winning the AFC.
Oh, Houston?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they're hands down the best team in the division. I
Bless
mean, my thing with Houston is I still think they're a couple of years away from being on that level because to me, there are only three teams that stand out in the AFC. That's Kansas City, Buffalo, and Baltimore in that order. Um, Houston, they're immature. I mean, you saw that last year with the hit from Al Shire on Trevor Lawrence, but that starts with coaching as well. You know what I'm saying? Nah, but I like the Miko Ryans. You know, I love what he's done with their defense. And what does Stroud do in year two? I mean, in year three, that offensive line was absolutely horrible last year. And a healthy Nico Collins is going to make the difference. But they also need Joe Mixon. I think he's the most important piece to this offense. But Nico is what makes everything go for them.
Yeah, I agree with that. Hold on a minute. I want to actually pull something up and see what your thoughts. Here we go. Okay, so there's a bet that you can make on Caesars right now. Houston. Total points in the season. It's 390. It's 391 is the over. Do you see Houston scoring over 300 or getting close to 400 points in the year?
Oh, definitely. Especially if they stay healthy. Because, I mean, Nico Collins and who's their other wide receiver that they have? I'm going to look at their depth chart real quick.
While you do that, Rye, what do you think about this with Houston?
Yeah.
Yeah, they have Nico Collins. One thing they're gonna miss that explosiveness from Tank Dell. I mean, he had really become almost that safety valve for CJ Stroud. Every quarterback has that one guy where they know they can get the football to, and that guy that they're throwing it to, they'll just handle the rest. But Nico Collins, you have Christian Kirk, a guy who's familiar with the AFC South, but Dalton Schultz and just can this offensive line hold up? I think this could be a top 10 offense if they can just be consistent, Ronnie.
Right.
All right, running to drop the Cosby's off at the pool. I'll be back.
Fun. No, but right, like 390 points, like.
It's doable.
It is, especially with how weak that division is, and the lack of offense. Especially with the Colts, them saying the Colts are they just announced Andrew Jones is there. You have a rookie quarterback in Tennessee in the Tennessee Titans, and then you have Jacksonville, which is up in the air right now about Trevor Lawrence and what that team turns into. Let me see something. What's with that saying though, what's the passing yards for Stroud? CJ 3,700 passing yards. Yeah, I think if he stays healthy, that is doable. Because he's not going to want to go below that because they don't really have a running game. I mean, they really don't have a running game. I don't know what else. Well, who is their running back? I don't even know. Nick Chubb.
Yeah, I haven't paid attention to anything in the off season. I can't lie to you.
All right. I mean, I'm just throwing shit out there because I honestly this.
I know that. Look, I know that the Steelers picked up Aaron Rodgers, and I know that he got hurt already.
Well, he was never gonna. If he got hurt, he was never going to play in the preseason anyway. So they were never going to have him there. Actually, you know what?
He got hurt in training camp, I believe. Last day of training.
So they're still, as of right now, they're still a 3-point favorite to the Jets. That's about to change. The Jets are probably going to go to 2.5.
Unless they
which,
make that Tyreek Hill trade that was proposed or talked about.
dude, I don't even know if I want this under. The over under for the Jet Steelers game is 38 and a half.
Oh,
That is ugly. I don't even know. That game might still go under.
that's bowling shoe ugly.
Yeah, okay. I'm curious now. Now I see this. Can I adjust some? Can I adjust this points? Because if I can adjust these points right now, I want to. No, I can't. Okay. When I can adjust these, I want to see if I can get a total at 21. If I can get 21 and a half. Because I really do not think this game is going to go under 10-7.
No, I don't either.
If I can get under 21 and a half at a heavy plus money, I'm throwing a couple shekels down on that to see what the hell happens.
Right.
Cuz that yeah, dude, that 30 freaking 8 and a half. The Jets defense is stacked. And who knows, and so is Pittsburgh's. But I think even if Tyreek Hill joins, I think even if Tyreek Hill joins them, I don't think that's and you just lost Harmon to a knee injury.
Who?
Pittsburgh.
Wait, what about Tyreek Hill?
There's rumors that he's in talks to a trade to Pittsburgh.
I mean, it would give their offense a very explosive weapon, something they haven't had from a receiver standpoint since Antonio Brown. I think Ryan can attest to that. Because DK Metcalf is good, but he's not consistent. I see the Steelers trying to kind of go all in this year. Huh? Yeah, you got Aaron Rodgers. You got Jalen Ramsey. You know, TJ Watt got his money. You have DK Metcalf. But the Steelers got to get back to the basics. They got to get back to running the football.
Yeah, I agree with that. And I'll tell you right now, and I'll heavily put this down. The one game that I do not want to touch, and I might be betting the other way, is going to be the Dallas Philly game to open up the season.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to be an interesting one because with Dallas.
Let me ask you something.
I'll say what I got to say. Go ahead.
If Micah Parsons does not show up on the field until like 4 days until the game, are you just taking Saquon to rush all over them?
Yeah, I think they do that even with Micah Parsons on the field, because here's the thing. To attack a defender like that, you neutralize him. So wherever Micah Parsons is, they're going to barricade him. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what they're going to do is they're going to have additional blockers on that side. They're going to run it right at him, pretty much. You know, they're the best way to neutralize the best way to neutralize a solid defender is just to attack them right then and there. So, you know, you have a solid pass rusher that you're facing. Get rid of the ball quickly. He can't do anything if the ball is out of his hands.
Right.
So, you know, it's just all about game planning. So wherever Micah Parsons is, you're going to see additional guys on that side. But looking at that Dallas and Philly game, another one that I will be previewing, and we're also going to talk about this on Monday, even the quarterback, which is Rodney. We start recording that a week from this Monday.
Yep.
You want to do it at night again, like we did?
Yeah, we'll figure it. We'll talk we'll talk the details off the air.
All right, and I gotta make sure I get you the password to Dropbox.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Well, let's while we're doing that, finish. I was gonna say finish what you were gonna say.
When I look at this Dallas Philly game, you know, one thing I'm gonna be watching with Dallas. One, I think they're under more pressure to win this game, because what a great way to jumpstart your season against a divisional rival, right? Um, they dog walked you last year. And I can truthfully say that Dallas is a playoff team with a healthy Dak Prescott. But the one thing that just concerns me is I don't think Dallas is going to run the ball as much as I would like to see them run the football because George Pickens doesn't solve their balance issues, right? And I think George Pickens is under more of a microscope now than what he was when he was in Pittsburgh because remember he complained. He was pretty loud and complained a lot when he was with the Steelers about not getting the ball. He does that in Dallas, and it's gonna blow over, and the media is just gonna have a field day with the Cowboys. So I'm really curious to see how he's gonna pan out. And Dallas lost some pieces on that defense, notably Demarcus Lawrence. And I know he was getting older, but he was a key piece up front for the Cowboys defense. And then Philly, I mean, they answer. Look, to me, they have the best offensive core in the National Football League. Hurts, Saquon, Dallas Goddard, Devontae Smith, and AJ Brown. Now, the offense is going to be fine. It's the defense that I'm kind of worried about. But I got a feeling Vic Fangio is going to work with what he has around him.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you're right. All right. So, speaking of teams that are going to be probably disappointments this year, time to go back to Duval. The Jags, 7.5 is their over/under. 310 to win the division, 90-1 to win the Super Bowl. Very funny. I think this team is. I mean, again, it all depends if they stay healthy. Travis Hunter right now dealing with some injuries. I don't see this team going over. I think this team, if they do go over, it's going to be 8 wins. I think they win 7. I'm going under.
Yep,
Yeah,
under.
I don't think they win that many either, and it just depends which version of Trevor Lawrence are you going to get because he hasn't been the guy a lot of people were labeling him to be when he was in college at Clemson. I mean, he was the best player in college football at that time, man. It wasn't even close.
No,
And now,
yeah.
I say this to say that Trevor to me got paid for what he did at Clemson. Because he ain't really done much in the NFL, if we're being real.
No, he's semi. I wouldn't say bust, but he's not top tier.
No, not at all.
No. But, all right, so we're all in agreement. Oh, boy. Talk about a team that's going to. I'm calling it now. This team is going to be dead last in the South. The Indianapolis Colts.
I don't know about that.
They're
'Cause you
over
do
under. We'll get to them, but and I'll make my defense on Tennessee because I know where you're going with that, and it has nothing to do with Cam Ward and why I think they might be better. Indy 7.5 is their over under. 360 to win the division. 125 to 1 to win the Super Bowl. Starting Daniel Jones.
Yeah, I saw that. And I think a change of scenery and just kind of being in the right system can get Daniel jump started. But the Colts don't scare me.
No,
I mean,
and that's the thing. Indy. The only thing that would scare me would be the Irsay factor.
yeah,
That's the only thing that would scare me. I think this team wins 6 games. I'm going under.
I think they win 5. So I'm with you. I'm taking the under as well.
Fuck.
Yeah. All right. Tennessee. The Tennessee Titans. 5.5 is their over under. 8-1 to win the division. 200 to 1 to win the Super Bowl. This team. So personally, I will say this. I've said it before. I do not like Cam Ward as a quarterback. I think he is not. He should have never been the first round. He should have been never first number 1 pick. Should have never had that. He did not prove anything in Miami in college. He proved that he can play with good players around him. And now here's the kicker on that. He is playing with a bunch of veterans that are going to progress him in his season. He's going to be fine this year because of that reason. With that being said,
Yeah,
I
but
think this team though becomes second. I think I think if you're gonna play it, I think let me see what this is because I think Tennessee's gonna become is gonna get second in the South. So I'm going over. I have them winning I could see them winning like 8 games.
yeah, I mean, we all know who's going to be the favorite. I feel 2 through 4 in the AFC South is, I don't want to say a log jam, but none of these teams really scare the Houston Texans. You get what I'm saying? I can't wait to see what Cam Ward does. I think he's going to be good. Given the talent around him, and shout out to my guy Bryce Oliver. My cousin represents him, and shout out to Sean as well. Um, really looking forward to seeing what Bryce can do this year. But Tennessee, they're in a rebuild right now. You got rid of Derrick Henry, and it's tough to replace a future Hall of Fame caliber running back like that. You haven't really had a good quarterback since, God, it's been a while. I mean, the Titans haven't had a solid quarterback maybe since the Steve McNair days.
Yeah,
If we're being real.
since the Super Bowl era, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Um, I kept telling you guys back then Ryan Tannehill wasn't that guy, but
Well,
yeah,
he was good when he was in Miami. He made his money when he was in Miami.
yeah.
So I looked it up. For the exact order for the South goes Houston wins, Tennessee 2, Jacksonville 3, Colts 4. It's 15-1. But for an exact of Houston, Tennessee, it's 8-1. I like the 8-1. To have Houston finish 1, Tennessee finish 2. I like that. Because their favorite right now is Indy to be second. I do not like that.
I don't see that.
But I think we're all in agreement that Houston's going there. Christian, I didn't even ask you. Are you taking them over or under? Tennessee.
Cool. I'll take the under.
Okay. Rye, over under 5.5 for Tennessee.
Over.
Okay. And we're all in agreement that Houston's taking the title. All right, next, South. For the NFC, we have Tampa Bay is your odds. Oh God, is your favorite right now, and it's not even close. 9.5 is their over under. They're even money to win the division. They're 35-1 to win the Super Bowl. This is the problem. Other than Atlanta, there is no team in this that can come close to Tampa Bay. Even with Tampa losing pretty much their 2 linemen during the season. One's out pretty much all year. One's on the PUP list at least till week 4. I think they win 9 games. I have them going under winning 9 games, but I don't see. I think they still win the South. I think they still win. Right? What do you got for Tampa?
Over.
Over? Question mark? I'm literally going to write that over? Question mark? Christian, what about you?
Yeah, I mean, this is the cream of the crop in the NFC South. And the most impressive thing about what they've done is they've kept their foot on the gas even after Tom Brady retired. I think a lot of people expected them to kind of come back down to reality without, after losing the greatest ever to do it, to play the position. But Baker Mayfield, I'm so proud of him because he's found a system that caters to his skill set. He's become a leader, and he just looks happy playing football. He looked miserable playing in Cleveland.
He went from out of the league to a top 10 quarterback.
Yeah, he's definitely a top 10 quarterback. And my dark horse for offensive rookie of the year, Emeka Egbuka. Watch out for him.
He's going. So someone from Established a Run yesterday on one of the podcasts I listened to said that he's got an opportunity with everybody being hurt or like just halfway through to get 100 catches.
Yeah. I mean, I get why they made this move because Chris Godwin is getting a little older now and he's more injury prone. Emeka Egbuka, you can slide him in the slot. You can line him out wide. I think he's going to end up being the number 2 behind Mike Evans. And Mike Evans can make history this year, Ronnie.
Yeah?
Yeah, you know what that is?
No.
He could become the first wide receiver to record 12 consecutive 1,000-yard receiving seasons. Right now, he's tied with Jerry Rice.
I was going to say, Rice was 11.
And I think he's going to do it.
I could see it.
Yeah, and I think he's going to do it.
But all right, let's move on to Atlanta. Atlanta 7.5 is their over under 230 to win the division and 80-1 to win the Super Bowl. It really is going to come down to how this team does. Is going to be how Penix is coming back. He's only played 3 games out of the year last year. It would be his first start coming in. There's going to be film on him now. But as much as the offense goes, it's going to be the defense that carries Atlanta with their draft picks and stuff like that. So the question is how strong is this team going to be? I think this team will go over their win total, but I think they're going to be in a fight for a wild card, and I don't see this team doing anything special. I got the over, but I got them winning 8 games.
They need a lot of Bijan Robinson. I feel like if they can establish him, that's going to take a lot of pressure off of MPJ. I'm going to take the under because I just don't trust them.
They need to get Pitts involved.
And him too.
Ryan, what about you?
What?
Hotlanta 7.5.
Under.
Okay. All right, next, let's get to the drizzling bullshit of the South. A team that might actually be worse than... 2 teams that could be worse than the Jets. The Carolina Panthers. 6.5 is their over-under. 675 to win a division. 125 to win the Super Bowl. Ha ha, very funny, motherfuckers. Does Bryce take the next step?
I think he does. They went and they got him. They got him Ted McMillan. And what have I been saying for years when it comes to these quarterbacks in today's day and age in the NFL? If you want your quarterbacks to succeed, put him in a position to succeed. Put pieces around him. And, they got him Xavier Legette. Now he has McMillan. So he has 2 tall trees that he can get the football to. My thing with Carolina, they play hard. They play really, they left it all on the field for Dave Canales. And, Carolina's going to be interesting to watch. I'm not saying they're going to make the playoffs this year, but I think they can make things interesting. I'll leave it at that.
So you're going to take the over then at 6.5?
Yeah, I think they can win at least 6 games. I mean, under. I think they can win 7 games.
Okay, so over. Yeah, I got them winning 5. I think they. I think they're. You'll see him take the next step, but on the same hand, I think that Carolina's defense is going to be what kills them. Ryan, what about you?
Yeah.
What? Yeah,
Uh,
sure,
Car-
I'm with you.
Oh,
That's right.
and
Thor said he's with you.
so talk about the drizzling dog shit of teams. The New Orleans Saints looking to go for Arch to Archie, or from Archie to Arch. They're over under 5.5. 30-1 to win the division, 400 to win the Super Bowl. Yeah, this team's going to win 2 games. Spencer Rattler looks like he's going to be your starter. New Orleans is going to be awful. Give me the under and hard under. They win 2 games.
Yeah, hard under.
Christian?
Yeah. You know what the problem is with the Saints? They never prepared for life after Drew Brees. You get what I mean by that? Like, you look at a lot of these teams, and they'll try to draft the future quarterback, or their successor, while the veteran is still playing and he's close to being on his way out. And they never did that. And let's just, let's call it what it is: a spade, a spade. Drew Brees ain't walking through that door, and neither is Sean Payton.
Problem is, though, is when before Drew Brees left, this was right around the headhunting incident.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing: the Saints had opportunity after opportunity to draft their quarterback before a year or two before Brees. Let Brees mentor him, let him learn how to be a pro, and good things and good things should have came, but they never did that, and this is exactly why they're in the position that they're in right now. I agree with you. I think they're only going to win 2 games. I could see them being the number 1 pick in the draft.
Now, with this happening, Arch has already said that he is going. Archie Manning, the grandfather, said Arch is going to stay in school. Comes out tomorrow. It came out yesterday that Archie said, "I don't know where he got that. I'm weighing my options still." If a team like the Saints gets the number 1 pick, does he come out?
I can see it.
Because, I mean, let's face it, other than Indy and New York, the Saints are kind of like, that family's known for being a Saint fan. I mean, he was the best player on the Aints.
Yeah.
They were the original bag over the head.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, that's going to be interesting. That's going to be the big thing. Does he come out if New Orleans has the first pick?
Right. That's definitely going to be something to watch.
Yeah. And, all right, so I have Tampa winning the NFC. The South.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you taking, Christian? So, because you got Houston.
Yeah, I like Tampa Bay to win this division. They're so well coached. They play well. They just have to be healthy, and if they can do that, good things will come.
Ryan, what about you? Who are you thinking?
Tampa, actually.
Okay. All right. So we have one more division as of next week, and we go to the black and blue. We go to the North. The two divisions that are completely confusing to figure out. Because news at a training camp today, and we'll close up shop after this. And Christian, I want your honest opinion on this. The Ravens, out of Ravens camp today, Lamar Jackson went down and was not carted off the field, but walked off the field 40 minutes early with the strength and conditioning coach. He was flexing his wrist and his forearm. Like he was making a fist. He was flexing a wrist and his forearm. A reporter, someone for the team for the report, a reporter came out and said that he's fine. Someone stepped on his foot.
Look, it's like I was saying earlier, man. Look, the flexing of his forearm and hand could just be his body's pain response.
That's true, but at the same time, I don't think that's nothing. Because as much as you would flex your hand for a foot, I don't know. That would just you're making sure everything is good, but obviously he's not going to play in week 1, and then you have a game against Buffalo for week 1 that pretty much is going to determine who, as of right there, who probably will have the number one seed in the AFC.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, as of right now, I'm leaning heavily towards Buffalo in that game. But in your opinion, Christian, is that something to be concerned over?
Yeah, it definitely is. I mean, this is a different team with a healthy Lamar Jackson. But then again, even if he were to miss time, you still have Derrick Henry to lean on. Build the offense around him. Like Derrick Henry is Baltimore's best player. He touches the ball between 19 to 24 or 25 times, even more than that. The Ravens are a shoo-in to win. You look at a lot of their losses that last year, and they were self-inflicted because they got away from their identity. Remember, the Ravens at one time won 6 games in a row. And why is that? Because they were feeding Derrick Henry the football, and Derrick still has it. Yeah, he may be slightly out of his prime now. I mean, he is a little bit older, but he was a hand and glove fit for the Baltimore Ravens, and especially with the style of play. And this is exactly why they lost that game to the Buffalo Bills in the divisional round of the playoffs. Because why on God's green earth is Derrick Henry on the sideline in the fourth quarter of a do or die game?
Yeah, so looking at the odds right now, it opened up at 1.5. Back in like 3 months ago. It's evening out right now at Buffalo at 1. So it looks like money has been coming in on Baltimore. But now with this news coming around, I have a feeling you're going to start seeing by next week. If Lamar is actually hurt, I bet you this game goes up to 2.5 Buffalo. If this game goes over to 3, I'm hammering Baltimore though. If this game goes over 3.5, I'm taking the Ravens. At least with the spread. I think Buffalo would still win, but I don't think they blow them out. Yeah. I mean, it's going to be something you got to keep an eye on. But Ryan, you're right. It could be a pain thing, but like that has to be concerning that he went instantly to his flexing his throwing arm.
Well, I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with his arm. He got his foot stepped on. He flexes his arm whenever he's fucking in pain. That's all it was. It's nothing.
Yeah, I mean,
I think it's his natural pain response. If it was something with his arm, they would report it.
Not necessarily. They don't have to report it until Wednesday before the game. Until they have to show injury reports, they don't have to report any of that. So, I mean, we'll find out. Literally, we'll find out the day of the show. because the injury reports will be out Wednesday next week. Or in 2 weeks. Sorry.
Yeah, because that could change the dynamic of that entire game.
Yeah. Hey, Rye, something just came up about an hour ago. Wilson Contreras just hit his 18th home run. Hit the ball 423 feet at 107 miles an hour.
Jesus Christ.
Yep. But we're finally down to football season. So I mean, it's just all the news. Like if Michael Parsons telling Jerry Jones to shove his contract terms up his ass. Get ready for football, baby, because yeah. Hold on. Actually, this broke 7 hours ago. Hold on. Sorry, relief about Lamar. This is actually, it suffered a minor injury, so he's going to be sore. They're saying, so who knows? They're saying X-rays. 40 minutes after his foot was stepped on, but X-rays reviewed no damage, and he didn't practice today. He's fine. Harbaugh said he should be good. He added, I'm sure a little sore, though. See, to me, that would be concerning, because the one thing is okay, it might not be he might be focusing on his hand, but, Rye, you know this, and Christian, you know this. What's Lamar's biggest thing? He's
mobility.
He's a runner.
No, not necessarily.
But I'm saying he can run. He can run. He's more.
But see, he's not looking to run every time he drops back.
No, he's not a run first player. But when he can stretch the pocket out with his legs.
Yeah.
So even if he's sore, wouldn't that affect how he's? I mean, it's already been proven. Look at when he played Pittsburgh in the playoff game 2 years ago. Or was it 3 years ago? Where he dropped back like 40 times. Pittsburgh smoked him.
Yeah.
He's the one quarterback that he needs to be able to get out of the pocket.
Yeah.
He's the one established quarterback that if he's not out of the pocket, he's not a threat.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we'll be seeing more, but I'm leaning more towards Buffalo. We'll see by next in 2 weeks what happens.
Yeah, but Buffalo, they're gonna be without some key pieces.
I mean, yeah, but you still have Josh Allen.
Yeah, but defensively is what I mean, because you got a guy like a Larry Ogunjobi for a game of this magnitude, because he's one of the best run stoppers in the National Football League.
Didn't they just get Bosa?
Yeah, you got him, but he's a pass rusher. So, but see, everything was there for Buffalo last year. And I know I sound like a broken record player because I find myself saying this all the time. But everything was there for the Bills last year, Rodney. They could run the football. They just re-signed James Cook. And I think he's he's the most important piece to this offense. He's the guy that gets this offense together, right? Well, Josh Allen worked with what he had around him. You know, I don't know if I mentioned this to you, but I personally think the Bills need to make a move for Terry McLaurin, because he instantly becomes Josh Allen's number one. I think he'd be a great complementary piece to Khalil Shakir. And he scares defenses unless they're hoping Keon Coleman makes that leap in his second year. You see what I'm saying? But what hurt Buffalo last year, and let me see if you know what do you think was the downfall of the Bills last year?
They're middle of the field.
It was their pass defense. Because Patrick Mahomes had the best game of his season last year against Buffalo in the AFC Championship.
Yeah.
Yeah. So with that being said, like everything is there for Buffalo, but I really don't care. I don't give a shit what they do in the regular season. It's all about, can you put it together when it matters most, which is the postseason. And their window is still slightly open. I think a lot of people thought it kind of closed after the 2022 season, but I give them a pass because remember, that's when I almost saw their teammate die on the football field, and I highly doubt football was the last thing on their minds at that time.
Now, last thing I want to talk about, and yes, okay, funny, we're going to stay in the East. It's a little bit of a homer thing, but I want honest opinions on this. And Ryan, I want your opinion on this. The Jets the other day reported that on Sunday they led a secret players-only practice. No coaches.
Okay.
No coaches.
Okay.
I think the only coach that was there was Aaron Glenn. Yeah, it was Aaron Glenn. That was it. They had Justin Fields running the offense and Jameer Sherwood running the defense. Does this do anything with a team that, let's face it, the public doesn't have a lot of faith with, doesn't have a lot of faith for? Like, is this something that people should kind of be like paying attention to because they're starting to come together as a team, or is this just a nothing burger?
I think it's nothing.
Nothing.
I think it's nothing in the fact of against the coaches. I think this means everything, though, for the players as a whole. The fact that they're going out there at all 53, the entire roster going out there doing another practice to get their timing down, to get better down, to have Justin Fields calling the offense, meaning if he can see something, he can change it on a fly, and this offensive line can, and this offense in general can be on point. I think that means everything. I think it means more on the defense side, because now the defense can be a lot faster and disguise a lot more and have a lot more disguising on their team, on their games.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think that's where it's going to be big, because this defense, I mean, let's face it, the Jets just went out also too and picked up another D tackle for that middle of the line, where now they have depth on the line. So one thing the East does not have this year, they do not have depths. Like, their defense wise does not have depth at all. The Jets have like 2 strings deep of close to not all pro offenses or defenses, but they're there. Like, they have something on defense that's going to be disgusting.
Yeah.
And like I said, I have no idea what the Jets are going to do. They could be the drizzling shits because their offense plays them out of games, or they can be in a fight for a playoff spot. It's weird. I don't know how to feel about it, but I think that was something interesting that you don't see that many teams doing player-led practices in training camp. But, all right, let's bring this into the station. Is there any other topics you want to talk about real quick, or are we good to go?
No, I got nothing.
Right?
Nope.
All right. Well, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that is our show. If you like what you heard, please follow us on all social media accounts under the Nerd Report Network. Follow us individually on Twitter /X at FNRonnie.
At Daily Blitz _61.
At Stuncock STL.
And join us. Start, Cack. And join us
God
back
damn.
here on Wednesday as we dive into back into the good, the bad, and the what the fuck was that in the wide world of sports. We can talk college football now officially because week 0 will be in the books.
Oh yay!
Hey,
Yeah, and then I'll just announce it now. A week from this upcoming Monday, Ronnie and I will be back. Monday evening quarterback. And what are we still on, Ronnie? Spotify, YouTube,
we're live wise. If we're doing anything, we're on Twitch, Kick, YouTube, and Facebook.
and Spotify, right?
Spotify, I launch it on Spotify at the after everything.
So Spotify, yeah, you just gotta tell me that. And then I preview games next week.
Yep. And with that being said, thank you for listening. If you like what you heard, tell your friends. If you didn't,
Go fuck yourself.
tell your enemies. But until then, always remind them 3 things. 1, you can watch every Super Bowl on YouTube. If you have NFL Network. 2, Bobby Bonilla still be getting paid. And 3, there is always a teachable moment. And fuck, if you don't believe us, then I'm sorry. That's just a fact of life. Yeah.
Mhm.